Good morning, everybody. Today, LDZiac sent me some information about the I-5 shooter and how he talked to police before he went and did this crime. I'm going to read the report, and then I want to know what y'all think. Targeted. I'm going to show you the video clip of him talking to the police. You tell me if he was a target individual. He asked the police for help, and they wouldn't help him, and he went and shot 6 people. And one thing I want to tell y'all. If you're thinking about doing something like that, don't do it, please. It just makes it worse on the TI community. Also, it does nothing good for you either. It's not going to be productive at all if you do something like that. Try to find different ways to channel your anger. And I know that's easier said than done, but please don't go out like that. All right, look, I'm going to read this, but first I want to show y'all something. Look, and this, I'm going to share the screen. Before I read this thing, I'm going to share the screen and show you something. Okay, I'm going to show you games they play, okay? This is a game, as Brian 2 would say, hyper game, okay? Watch. All right, look. If you look at this, all right, September 26th, 729 subscribers. This is a game. None of these subscribers watch my channel. They're perps, most of them. None of them watch my channel. It's all to make my channel look like I'm popular or something like that when really TIs aren't popular. So they're flooding my channel with people who don't even watch my channel. Now watch, 729 subscribers, September 26th. 1,000 in one day, September 27th. 1,115, September 28th. 442. So you're telling me in 3 days I got 3.5 thousand subscribers, but I only get 400 views on my videos. So, I can really, let's see, geography. Trying to see if I can see anything else on here. Yeah, see, I can see where all these views are from, what city they're from. I can see the viewer age, viewer gender, the date. So anyway, so I was just going to show y'all that. So if you see my thing and be like, wow, he's got 5,000 subscribers, then my point is it was a game they were playing with me, just to try to overwhelm me, and it didn't work. Okay, so, and there's other reasons they're doing that, and I know who some of these people are that subscribe, so I've let the proper people in my life that need to know about it. But anyway, so I just thought I would show y'all that. So I got 5,800 subscribers, but really I only have 2,000 true subscribers. So, anyway. And if you're one of the subscribers that subscribed during that time, I'm not calling you out. I'm not talking about you, but I know what was done. I know that's impossible. You don't get that many subscribers in one day, especially a target individual channel. And if you look at my views, something ain't adding up. I got way more subscribers than I do views. So anyway, here we go. I just need help, officer. The suspect can be heard saying, and I agree with you. A Furcast officer replied, adding, what kind of help can we give you? Video shows I-5 mass shooting suspect seeking help from police officers hours in the prior. And I'm fixing to show you that video. I'm going to read this first, though. Obtained shows a suspect mass shooting on the Interstate 5 approaching a police department for help. The video was taken 6 hours before he was suspected of shooting cars at random and injuring several people. 2 separate victims who saw the video told King 5 they did not think the officers did enough and they should have asked him if he had access to a weapon. The suspect, Eric Perkins, drove to Firecrest apartment, walked inside the foyer. Upon seeing him, officers greeted him and escorted him outside to the parking lot. Do you live here in Faircrest? One of the officers can be heard saying. No, I live in Tacoma. And Tacoma police said they was busy, replied Perkins. Yeah, you got to be headed back to your city, man. We can't help you. You live in Tacoma. We're Faircrest. We don't handle anything going on in Tacoma. Sir, but people active trying to hurt me, though. He went on to tell officers he's worried about his own life, adding, every time I come to the police department, they stop following. The officer replied, have you ever spoken to mental health professionals? Imagine that. That's their favorite thing to say, ain't it? How many of you out there has been asked that? He replied, no. And the officer said, no offense, man, but dude, I've been doing this for a long time. Occasionally people and I've dealt with people before. And then it'll go on. You'll see in the video. And then Perkins replied, I'm perfectly sane, perfectly sane. They've been following me for at least like 3 days, like following me. Who's they? Replied the officer. I can't describe they. This is all I know. I know my identity got stolen because I have good credit, said Perkins. According to court documents, Perkins had recently been displaced from housing. Later in the video, you can hear him telling Faircrest officers he had been at the hospital the other day. And if someone just listened to me and take time to save a person's life, that's what he said. After several minutes of talking, the officer said, he doesn't want to leave our station. If there's a Tacoma unit available to come by here, otherwise I'm going to have to send him on his way. He's continuing to insist people are following him, but magically they're not driving back and forth while we're standing here. I just need help, officer, said Perkins. I agree with you, the officer said. What kind of help can we give you? Ultimately, the officers offered to give him directions to the Tacoma Police Department, which he said he called, and they said they were busy. So you don't want directions to the place that you think can help, officer said. Perkins said, I'm just done with the conversation. I feel like that's the only thing you're trying to do. Okay, said the officer, you're not really trying to be helpful, said Perkins. All right, said another officer, go about your business, basically. Court documents show that because Perkins was not getting the help he wanted, he told troopers he obtained a handgun from a friend. He's suspected of being responsible for 6 shootings that left 5 people injured, and hours later, he's charged with 5 counts of first-degree assault, facing accusations out of Pierce County for 4 counts of first-degree assault and second-degree unlawful possession of a firearm. He's scheduled to be arraigned on September 19th in Kent. He's on jail $1 million bail. And he told police he fired at vehicles because he feared for his life. So anyway, I'm going to play this video now, and you tell me what you think and if this was a target individual or not. From what he's saying and the way he's acting, I really think this is a target individual. I'm tempted to write him a letter because there's a public access. You can write anybody a letter and just see what was going on that day. So anyway, here's the video, and then I will be back on at the end of the video for some more news and to explain some stuff. Here we go.
How you doing, partner? Well, I'm wondering why you're in our police station right now. The station's not open right now.
Oh, the door was open.
Grab all your stuff, man.
The door was open.
Grab it. That's fine. Grab your
I
stuff.
didn't know.
No, it's okay. That's okay. My name's Officer Roberts, the Faircrest Police Department. You're being audio and video recorded right now. We'll walk outside our station.
I'm not no problem.
No, that's cool, dude. You kind of took us off guard as to why the.
Yeah, the lady just called on dispatch. I heard her tell y'all.
No, I know. Yeah, we popped out.
Yeah.
You live here in Faircrest?
No, I live in Tacoma, and Tacoma police said that they was busy.
Yeah.
But
you're gonna head back to your city, man. We can't help you. You live in Tacoma. We're Faircrest. We don't handle anything that's going on in Tacoma, man.
Sir, but people are actively trying to hurt me though.
Faircrest 5.
Isn't that like?
Well,
is that
listen,
like,
are you going to run to Seattle? Because Seattle's not going to investigate your stuff either. Give me a second. Faircrest 5. He's indicated that he's already reported it to Tacoma. He got some little note that says they're not available, and now he's in our parking lot.
They're going to the shootings.
I get it.
But I'm busy worried about my life, officer. I mean, aren't you the servant to protect, even if it's a problem?
Well, you're here right now. There's nobody here trying to kill you,
Not
right?
at the moment, because I'm at the police department.
Okay.
They stop every time I come to the police department. They stop following me.
Have you ever spoken to any mental health professionals?
No, not at.
No offense, man, but dude, I've been doing this job for a long time, and occasionally people I've dealt with people before that have.
Same.
I don't know.
Perfectly same, sir.
I don't know.
I'm letting you know.
Okay.
I've never had mental problems.
Have you had any reports like this before?
Yes.
Okay.
They following me for like the last 3 days. Like literally following me.
Okay.
Literally.
Who's they?
I can't describe they. This is all I know, officer.
Yeah.
I know my identity got stolen because I have good credit.
Okay.
They opened up a bunch of credit cards in my name.
Okay.
The dude has a Apple Watch. the other day at the hospital when I was there, I noticed him with the Apple Watch playing on it, and I said, "You the guy." They all put on masks, the little masks on their face, like the COVID mask. And then the lady said, "Mr. Perkins, let's go to the back because I feel like you may be unsafe."
Right.
That's at the hospital, so she didn't think I had a mental problem.
And that might be a nice way to say. That might be a nice way to say. Let's go back here because you're obviously having an interface with this guy. But right now,
there's multiple people driving around, and if somebody would just listen to me and take the time to save a person's life, I can tell you every place I've been. You can see this traffic. You can see this traffic following me. You can see it.
I'm gonna almost guarantee you,
I can almost guarantee I'm not, officer. I'm not trying to be.
He doesn't want to leave our station. If there is a Tacoma unit that's able to come by here, otherwise I'm going to have to send him on his way. He's continuing to assist. People are following him, but magically they're not driving back and forth while we're standing here.
God. What am I supposed to tell you? I'm supposed to tell you something that's not true?
I'm asking for a Tacoma unit to come by here right now. So I'm not telling you to leave, but I'm telling you I'm asking for a Tacoma unit to stop by here so you can tell your story to Tacoma. If they can't find the people that are supposedly following you, this is my sergeant, so he's just Fircrest as well.
You really believe I'll come here and lie to you? Really?
No, I don't believe you're lying. I believe you believe what you're telling me, but I don't believe it's.
Do you look at me and see mental problems? Do you see me like?
There's not a look on somebody's face that looks like this.
Come on, sir.
It was unlocked.
Man. I would never disrespect your job ever.
If I can have him maybe head towards one of their substations or maybe the main station. If he wants to call 911 between now and then, get back on the phone while he's driving so he can make sure that nobody's trying to kill him. Hold on. You don't have to leave just yet. I'm just trying to get you a direction to take. They said there's not a Tacoma unit that's going to be able to come here, but clearly we can't just sit out in the parking lot with you all day, right?
No.
And we're not going to find these mystery people following you because they're not here right now.
Of course. Do you think they will come to the parking lot? I mean,
that's what I'm saying. So help me out. Help me out.
Do you think
hold on a minute.
Come in here?
What's your last name again?
Perkins. Mr.
Perkins. With your dilemma that you're having, and I believe what you're telling me is absolutely what you believe is happening right now, and it might be real, okay? But if they won't come here so we can talk to them and stop them, give me a second. Don't give me that crazy look.
Officer, I'm going to drive away because right there was insane. You're free to go. That's more like because you're saying criminals going to actually come up here. And I'm
laying up, Mr. Perkins. I'm laying a story out. How is it that I can help you if they aren't here? I can't.
They won't come here, sir. This is a police station.
So now we're back
criminals don't come here. People that got.
Now we're back to our stalemate. We're sitting here with you right now. Are you currently going to get hurt right now?
I just need help, officer.
And I agree with you. What kind of help can we give you?
I need help with the people that are really following me.
Now back to how.
If y'all would go to the places I go and look at the footage, you will see.
That's what Tacoma's going to be able to do for you.
The same.
None of this happened in Fircrest.
The same people.
Okay. So you can head over to. How about this? I'm going to tell dispatch that if you really feel that you need to go to the Tacoma headquarters, you can go stand in front of their building until the unit becomes available. I'll let them know that you're going to call back in while you're en route over to the Tacoma PD headquarters. So you can be on the phone with a 911 dispatcher.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Yes,
officer?
by all means.
If your family went to another police department because they was getting chased and this was the closest police department,
yep.
Would you tell them just to leave? Would you say, hey,
let's
go back up
I didn't just tell you to leave. I told you to get on.
Basically what you told me.
No, not basically. What I told you is, how about this? Tell me what I told you just a minute ago.
You said,
get on the phone with 911.
And then you said, in between here and now, I can get on the phone.
Yep.
And call 911.
Right now, no. I said, hold on a minute. You have no phone?
No.
Okay, well then I can't help you beyond that.
You know why I don't have a phone, officer?
No, because one of these guys stole it from you.
People are really good at hacking, and they shut down all of my phones.
Where's your phone at right now?
My phone is returned back to Walmart this morning.
That's a weird thing to do. Did you not get a new phone while you were there?
Because the phone has malware on it and tracking devices on it now. And even the people at Walmart seen that. They said, why is this stuff on your phone, Mr. Perkins? I said, I never installed that.
Okay.
Why would I install a tracking device on myself, especially 117 of them?
Okay. Well, I'm trying to give you a remedy.
Is that a mental illness? Because they seen it. So
well, I don't know. I have no idea who this person at Walmart is, and maybe they're looking at something that was installed on the phone and saying, "Why is this installed on your phone?"
Yeah.
I don't know if you installed it or not.
Because I couldn't even activate the phone. The phone wasn't even activated when I gave it back to him asking.
Got it.
It wasn't even activated.
Okay.
So how did it get installed?
Well,
I just
again,
magically hit some buttons and then it just popped up there.
I don't know what you do in your free time, Mr. Perkins. I have no idea. But
I just know it's something fishy, bro, because really, I wanted to get some type of attention from the police. So I was just driving on the freeway. I literally just 80 past him so he could pull me over. So he can verify what was going on. But you know what he did? He made a right. He literally see me blow past him and he made a right. Now I'm asking you guys for help. Y'all lightweight blowing me off. Lightweight you are. I mean, in a sense you are.
well, yeah, because none of this happened in Fircrest.
Yeah, but...
And I can't follow you around for the rest of the day.
Here and this wasn't the police department in her area, and she said somebody was following her, trying to hurt her. You wouldn't just say, Grandma, you're imagining that. You wouldn't.
No, we send her to where it happened, though,
Right.
You wouldn't escort her or help her. Tell the truth. Just be honest.
If it's family, it's different, right?
Oh, it's different. Because my skin is different and my mind is different. Listen, listen to everything I'm saying. Because my skin is different and my mind is different, and you're interpreting me in another way, that's all different. I'm not a human being.
Don't start. I didn't say that. Don't start the race.
I didn't start no race thing at all.
You're in Fircrest. None of this happened in Fircrest, right?
Right. So we can't.
You don't have to stay here. You're free to go.
We can't monitor you all day long, and I can't drive.
I can't monitor me all day long. I just simply want somebody to take down a statement, whether it's my insanity or not. Take down a statement so that way it's documented. So that way if I do
that unknown
leave here,
people are following you.
No. So that way if I do leave here and I get harmed, hurt, or killed, or in a major accident.
Did you give 911 your name and date of birth?
Yeah, I gave them all that.
Okay, that's documented. It is. That's a documentation of you coming into our station and calling 911.
I apologize for bothering you.
Do you know where TPD's headquarters at?
It's all right.
Do you know where it is? Yes or no? I'll give you directions to it.
It's all right.
So you don't want directions to the place that you think could get help?
I'm just done with the conversation because I feel like that's all the thing
Okay.
you do. You're not really trying to be helpful. All right.
Okay, now that y'all watched that, just let me know in the comments what y'all think. Target individual or not. What do you think the course of action would have been to help this individual? And also, let me think, get my head straight. It's been a rough weekend, heavy V2K, heavy attacks. If you want to do an interview, please email me at hollyspunk@gmail.com. We will get to you accordingly. And I'm just letting y'all know, please email me at hollyspunk@gmail.com. Also, see, every time I'm going to be reading Project Soulcatcher tomorrow, part 2. It's going to be part 2 of the series. We're running through the whole book. And I should have some interviews scheduled sometime this week. I haven't really confirmed any yet. Hopefully I will. And if not, then I'll have information videos for you. But anyway, please keep us in your prayers. Them people, I'm sure, and then, it's a good example, TIs of, you want to stay right with God. If you're not a believer in God, I understand. I used to be mad at God and went through it. I already know. But for my believers out there, just don't forget to stay close to God at all times. Them people in Tennessee and North Carolina who's had their whole cities wiped out by floods, I'm sure when they saw that hurricane forecast in Florida, they were probably like, wow, we might get a little wind or something. They wasn't expecting their whole city to be flown away. So, you want to make sure you're right with God at all times. This program can make you bitter. It can make you lose contact with God. It can make you mad at God. And it can make you just, your prayer life, and being close to God, just like inevitable, like non-existent. I've been there. I know. But in these times, especially these days, you never know what's going to happen. So that's just advice from me, is to stay close to God if you're a believer in God. One day I'm going to tell the story about, and I have told the story in some of my videos, but not in detail, about how I got mad at God and why I got mad at God. I was mad at him for a long time, because this was going on, didn't understand it. I'm like, why is this happening to me? I haven't done nothing. And just, and I had attempt after attempt on my life, all kinds of craziness, and I was just mad at God. I'll tell that story one day, but anyway, be looking for the Project Soul Catcher Part 2 tomorrow. And anybody that knows anybody that would like to tell their testimony or story and is serious about telling their testimony or story, please email me at hollyspunk@gmail.com. And I appreciate all the support for the real supporters out there. And please keep us in your prayers as we keep all TIs in our prayers. God bless.